Guys, and welcome back. So I totally forgot to record an intro for this, but it's totally okay. We'll just cut right into the tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my skin with the Embryollise face cream, and this is also going to act as my primer. And I'm going to be using Too Faced Shadow Insurance as I always do to prime my eyelids. Now I'm taking my Smith's lip balm and I'm just going to be prepping my lips with that as well. Now taking any bone colored eyeshadow and a flat fluffy shader brush, I'm just going to be applying this all over my lid as a base for the other colors that I will be putting down. Now taking the color Soft Brown from MAC and a MAC 224 brush, I'm going to be buffing this in my crease as a transition shade. Now taking the color Saddle, also from MAC, and the same 224 brush, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my crease, and I'm going to start defining my cut crease that I'll be creating a lot later. And this will just be acting as the transition shade for the cut crease. And I'm going to be pulling that color out towards my temples. Now taking the color Brown Down from MAC and a Morphe 210 brush, I'm going to go ahead and start defining and cutting out my crease with this color. So I'm just going to be applying this and pulling it out towards the temples. And I'm working slowly here, adding color and building the color up slowly as I go so that it'll be easier to blend. And since I don't want any harsh edges, I'm taking my clean 217 MAC brush and I'm just going to be buffing out any harsh edges. And you don't want to overblend on this part, so just blend out the areas that are a little harsh. And just repeating the step with the Brown Down and the Morphe 210 brush, I'm just going to go ahead and start building this color up until I get the desired effect that I want. And while you're blending this color out, you want to pull the color up to blend with the other colors that we laid down. Also, another tip for cut creases is that you want to look straight directly into the mirror and not look too far up or too far down so that you get the right placement of the cut crease. Now taking the color Embark from MAC Cosmetics and an angled brush. Here I'm using the MAC 263 brush. We're going to be adding that Embark color to deepen up and add more depth to that cut crease and define it a lot more. And while you're adding the Embark color, you also want to pull this color up to blend with the other colors that we laid down. Now taking an eyeshadow, a creamy eyeshadow base, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the cut crease and further cut and define it by using a flat synthetic brush that's really tight so that you can get a really sharp edge to it and just clean up that cut crease. So if it wasn't the neatest before, don't worry about it because this step will really help to clean everything up. Now taking Gold Leaf from my Lorac Pro palette, or you can use any gold color that you want, and a Morphe 210 brush, I'm going to be packing this on the lid where I applied the eyeshadow base. And if you don't have the NYX eyeshadow base, you can also use Painterly from MAC or Soft Ochre from MAC as well. Now taking Shroom from MAC Cosmetics, I'm going to be applying this with a pencil brush on the inner corners of my eyes just to draw some light in there. Now taking my NYC Liquid Eyeliner, I'm going to create a wing for this look. And I'm just going to follow the cut crease once I get towards the end of the wing. And for this look, when you create your wing, you want to leave a little space between the cut crease that you made and the wing liner. Just like so. Now taking my Urban Decay glitter liner in Midnight Cowboy. This is a really pretty gold colored glitter. It's just perfect for this look. I'm going to be applying that on the areas where I placed the gold eyeshadow, just to give it that extra fun pop of glitter. And when you do this step, you want to make sure that you don't open your eyes too much, and you want to keep it closed so that you can allow the product to dry. If you don't let it dry and you have hooded lids like I do, the glitter will transfer to your upper eyelid. And we don't want that. Now taking my Koko lashes in the style Goddess. This is a dupe for House of Lashes Iconics, and it's so pretty and it's half the price, so if you're looking for a dupe for that lash, I would suggest to get these. And we have 2 lashes on now. Now onto the face, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Matte in Poreless and the Dewy and Smooth foundation, and I'm combining those 2 together to give me the finish that I want. And I'm just applying this all over my face using stippling motions with my Real Technique sponge. And now taking my MAC Studio Fix concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and conceal any areas where I feel needs a little bit more coverage. Now taking my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the color Light, I'm going to go ahead and apply this on the areas where I highlight, which is usually under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and sometimes I apply this on my Cupid's bow as well. And then just blend it out with your sponge. Now to set the areas that I've just concealed with the Age Rewind Concealer, I'm going to be using my Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I'm just going to be applying this under my eyes and all the other areas that I've highlighted. Now to set my face, I'm going to be using my Morphe E3 brush and my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC35, and I'm just going to be lightly dusting that all over my face to make sure that my foundation stays put. Now taking my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer and my e.l.f. complexion brush, I'm just going to go ahead and bronze my face. I've done this a million times before. Same process, nothing has changed here. So we're just going to go ahead and speed right through that. Now taking my Kat Von D Shade Light Face Palette and a MAC 217 brush, I'm going to be using the lightest contour shade in the palette to contour my nose. And with the medium tone contour shade and my Nars Ita brush, I'm going to go ahead and sculpt out my cheekbones and all the other areas that I contour. But mainly, I'm going to focus this on my cheekbones. Now taking my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop and my Morphe fan brush. I forgot what number this is, but I've used it in my last video, but I will link the number down below. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight all the areas of my face that need to be highlighted. And with my Nars Orgasm blush, which is an oldie but a goodie, I love this blush. I think everybody should have this in their kit. It's just such a pretty color. I decided to use this today for this look. Now taking Embark, I'm going to go ahead and shade on my lower lash line. I'm not going to shade too much down there. I just want to add a little bit of definition. I don't want this to be a bottom heavy look. So I'm just going to add a little bit of shade down there. And I'm just going to add some mascara. And now with my NYX lip pencil, I'm going to be applying this on my lips. This is a red colored pencil. I believe the name is Cherry. I will link the name down below. You can use any red lip liner that you have. And I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips with that. Now taking a classic matte color, this is called Ruby Woo from MAC, and it's just the perfect matte colored shade for this look. You can use any red shade that you have or any shade that you prefer. I'm just using this one today because I just like how it looks with this classic look. Now I'm just going to clean up the liner a little bit more. And then on to Fix Plus spray to set everything and make sure nothing moves for the rest of the night. And the look is complete. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, also subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.